So that was a little snippet of one of my recent adventures out to Iceland, documenting my journey through the southwest region as well as the hunt for lava. For this journey, I was able to work alongside AtomOS and bring several of their monitor recorders with me to test them out, put it through its paces, and see what kind of results I would be able to capture. So for this video, I wanted to dive into the AtomOS system, share with you guys how it helped me throughout my journey and what benefits it brought me when I was out in the field. One of my favorite monitor recorders I used during this trip was the AtomOS Ninja 5 Plus, and I threw that in my bag all the time or carried it on top of the camera. It's a 5.2 inch monitor recorder, very lightweight, so when I did throw it in my bag, it didn't really add much stress, as some of the hikes are longer in Iceland. We did a lot of walking, a lot of treks, so having a lightweight backpack was still important, and throwing the monitor in there barely made a difference. With this monitor recorder, I was able to record up to 8K in ProRes, which made it super simple for when I got back home and needed to edit the footage or scrub through. That was honestly the biggest benefit, is having that 8K functionality paired with my Canon R5. Combining those two together made it a very powerful filmmaking tool. Recording in log or a flat picture profile, oftentimes it's hard to see the final image you're capturing or what the colors are going to look like. So thankfully I was able to take the LUT that I mainly use, apply it onto the monitor, and have a good idea of what the footage coming out of the camera will look like when I put it onto the computer and edit it. And that was a huge plus, especially when I was walking around and lighting conditions were changing. I had a good idea of what I was actually filming and if the shot that I was capturing was worth the time. The resolution of the monitor is so incredible that I was able to take screen grabs from the monitor recorder and then put them on my computer, and actually ended up using them for the final thumbnail of the YouTube video. So that was a neat little trick and a neat little feature that I didn't know I would use but ended up using, and it actually helped out a lot. The AtomOS system is super simple to use. You don't need to be some tech genius or anything like that to get the whole system set up. It's usually one cable into the camera, turn both things on, and you're good to go. Takes usually 15 seconds for me to get my whole camera rig set up, and I'm ready to start filming whatever's out there. There were several occasions where this monitor was a huge benefit, one of those being when it was really bright outside. I was able to use the AtomOS monitor recorder to see how my final image was going to look, as well as adjust focus, and sometimes that's really difficult to do on the tiny camera LCDs, so having that big field of view of what you are capturing and kind of getting all the settings dialed in was awesome, and no focus was missed throughout the entire trip. The monitor recorder itself is super intuitive. It's got all of the information about frame rate, what you're recording, the dimensions. You can check waveforms, you can check your color, you can make all the adjustments needed in camera, so then when you go home you have a beautiful clean image to work with, and you kind of take the stress out of the field, stress out of editing, and this monitor really steps up your game, as it gives you so much more knowledge, information about what you are capturing. And for me, as a filmmaker who's always traveling, always on the move, I'm always aiming to get the best image in the shortest amount of time, and a tool like this really benefits me. In Iceland, the days were very long. Sunrise was at like 4:30, sunset was at 10:30, so the days were really long, and sometimes at nighttime we'd have to drive, change locations, or occasionally try to find northern lights or stars. So I only used one battery actually for the monitor throughout the whole day. I'd charge it every night, but it never ran out midday or anything like that. I was able to make it last. And it's crazy that a monitor recorder with such brightness and such capabilities can last me throughout the day without having to worry about a power source. I would definitely take a look at the AtomOS website, as they have different monitors, different dimensions, different price ranges. You can definitely find a monitor recorder that is right for you and find out a lot more information about the codecs you want to shoot in. So give that a look. There's definitely a monitor recorder out there for everyone, and AtomOS makes the best high quality ones in the market. The weather conditions in Iceland were wild. There was rain, there was snow, there was heavy winds. It was kind of like that switch from the summer to fall. So we got stuck in a little bit of everything, but I never hesitated to pull out the Ninja 5 Plus and start filming, which should give a good peace of mind to many people out there. I myself am a travel creator, so it's important to have something durable and that can withstand conditions, and the Ninja 5 Plus, no problems with it. It was awesome, and I'm going to continue using it. Again, I would highly suggest checking out the AtomOS website to figure out how the monitor recorders can fit into your workflow, as well as finding out more knowledge and information. And if you guys have a second, also give the Iceland film a look if you haven't already. You can see our adventures through the highlands, waterfalls, beaches, lava. There's honestly a little bit of everything in there, and you can also see how the AtomOS monitor recorders performed out in the field. And other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.